Have you been wondering how those young lieutenants and inspectors, the future leaders of the PNP, BJMP and BFP, become who they are now? Are you interested to know the process in which the young civilian undergoes a metamorphosis to become a disciplined officer? In this episode, we will talk about the 4 phases of cadetship at the Philippine National Police Academy or Pnpa. The Pnpa Cadetship program is a government scholarship program. It is a 4-year education and training program leading to a Bachelor of Science in Public Safety degree. Graduates are appointed as police lieutenants of the Philippine National Police, as inspectors of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, and Bureau of Fire Protection. There are 4 significant rites that a cadet should undergo in order to complete the 4-year cadetship program. These are as follows. Reception rites. After series of examination and rigid screening processes, the Academy unfolds its new chapter of story. Its portals are now open for the newly admitted cadets in order to unleash them from their civilian character to a refined individual. Under the scorching heat of the sun, the incoming cadets are formally received by the members of the upper class corps for the reception rites. Reception rites are the time-honored tradition of the Pnpa for welcoming the chosen few who heeded the call. It is an initiation of the ultimate kind, an ordeal that put into severe test the ambitious worth and determination. Needless to say, it is a foretaste of the regimental life that lies ahead. The first shin in the life of a cadet. This is where cadets get a glimpse of the world they will about to encounter. They undergo series of physical exercises to test their determination and willingness in accepting the call of public service. This date also marks the beginning of their transformation into becoming a cadet and ready to face the dim world of plebishood. The surviving members of the newly accepted cadets must be determined and brave enough to face the hardest part of their cadetship training. The breaking period. During the breaking period or cadet orientation program, which is the first 45 days consisting rigorous training of orienting the newest member of the core of all traditions and culture practiced inside the academy. Incorporation Rights. After the 45-day orientation into the cadetship training termed as breaking period, the rites formally incorporates the new cadets into the activities of the cadet corps. The new cadets will now live with their upperclassmen as brothers and sisters in their respective assigned companies. Surpassing the cadet orientation program paved the way for the 4th-classmen to submit themselves to a higher level of training and discipline. From that day onwards, they will be under the supervision of the scrutinizing eyes of the upper-class corps, in which their stability to withstand pressure should be put to the test. The learnings that they have acquired during the breaking period will be their tool to cope with the regimented way of life as members of the cadet corps. Once incorporated, the 4th-classmen will be exposed to various activities that will require them to manage their time wisely. 4 academic instructions will also commence. Incorporation. It is more than just an event that showcases what the plebs have learned in drills and rifle executions, or how snappy would they be while marching toward the parade ground. More appropriately, it signifies the readiness of the 4th-classmen to face even harder challenges after finally letting go of their civilian actuations and transforming themselves into more refined individuals worthy to be called as cadets. Being at the lowest ranking class in the cadet corps, they are expected to apply the basic and become well-rounded in all situations they are in. These 4th-classmen are also regarded as the working force, where they constitute the primary manpower in charge for all activities of the corps inside the academy. Moreover, the unfolding of another chapter for the plebs calls for an added responsibility that would enhance their character to become morally upright and competent in carrying out their tasks. They are now ready to merge together with the rest of the cadet corps. Recognition Rights. Recognition Day is a common dream of every plebe that passed through the portals of Academy.
Greater sense of responsibility was added. This will serve as a stepping stone in trailing this path less traveled. They will be taught with core values and character that a cadet is expected to become.
It was a wish come true, a summit of a mountain conquered, and a lost place in the heart recovered. It was a warm grip, a brotherly thud in the breast, and a magical embrace symbolizing that all these were mere roles the upperclassmen had to play. For them, the ceremony was very dramatic and solemn that some shed tears of joy. For them it means the end of the grim world of plebeihood, and all the rights and privileges of a cadet will be now granted to them. The ceremony symbolizes the end of their misery. With that simple handshake of their immaculate, a great sense of pride was achieved, a good fight over oneself. That simple yet long-awaited, hard-earned, and earnestly yearned handshake. To a mammal dwelling in the dim world of plebeihood, no experience is far more excellent and glorious than that of clasping with the hands of the immaculate. Recognition is a status. It signifies refinement. Graduation rites. There is no greater victory than to achieve the heights of the graduation day, marking the end of trials and the renaissance of a new life outside the academy walls. A real image of grandeur, realizing cadets' ideals and standing as a role model that set him apart from the rest, he, being born for greater things, honed by honor, discipline, and excellence. This rite is one of the most significant and probably the most important traditions celebrated in Pnpa. It represents the culmination of 4 tedious but fulfilling years of regimented life. It is during this moment that the graduating cadets pass on the mantle of leadership to the incoming first-class cadets in a moving and impressive ceremony, which forms part of the graduation parade. The graduation rite ends with the commencement exercises, with the President of the Philippines as the guest of honor and speaker. Traditionally, the President also pardons all of the minor misdemeanors of the whole cadet corps, sort of a ceremonial reset of the demerits that are yet to be served. This gives the remaining cadet corps a fresh new start for the incoming academic year. Right after the graduation rites, the new graduates throw their shaku headgears up in the air, signifying their freedom from the rigidness of cadetship, but most importantly, it symbolizes that they are now new police lieutenants or inspectors should they choose to serve under BJMP, or BFP. As the graduate leave the hallowed grounds, a crowd will rush towards the new graduates, and a tradition dubbed as First Salute. For the families and friends, there is nothing sweeter than to salute a new lieutenant or inspector in the family. A feat that is usually a first in the whole family. That's all for today's episode, folks. Stay tuned for more interesting videos on this channel. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to also click the notification bell sign.